Some take what they want, they say it's ours, not theirs. They live for today, well, tomorrow, who cares? They've been told all along there just isn't enough to survive in this world. Some just have to play rough. So they plunder and pillage the forest and trees. They pour all the waste into rivers and seas, when it's simply a matter of learning new rules. Will the children remember them as heroes or fools? There's enough for us all, for you and for me, for the poor and the hungry to have all they need. Enough money, enough love, enough wisdom, I'm sure, enough caring to end the famines and wars. When enough is enough, then something must give. If we change how we think,
People are coming together for change, and I think that's really inspiring, especially when it's a lot of young people here. And we're talking to the higher ups, I guess, and letting them know that there's things that we want to change and things that we want to do for the planet, that we just want to have a positive effect for future generations, I guess.
I'm here because my mate Hasty texted me there's an environmental thing going on, so I came down to support it. I do programming at TAFE and drinking cardboard water.
I'm here because, first of all, I'm a human being and I care for this planet, and secondly, I'm a Christian and I believe that this planet is a gift of our Creator to the human race, and we have a responsibility to look after it, and we should get on and do it. There's been too much hesitation in dealing with this climate change and lack of protection of species on this planet, and we need to get on and we need to do it, and we need to do it now.
Great. I'm here today at the school strike for climate in Bunbury, and there's quite a crowd joining me today. We're going to hopefully see 400 or 500 people marching up the streets to let people know climate is so important. And I'm here for the kids because I want them to raise their voice. I want to take what they're saying and make it louder and make sure that the other members of Parliament hear what they have to say, because we've got to speak out. We've got to change. Something has to go now. What would you like to see happen today?
I would like to see that our politicians start acting from the science and that they start taking us seriously, because we're a serious group and we want to be taken seriously, and that our demands are met and our futures are secured. So we have 3 demands, which is to stop dining in coal mines, to ban fracking and fossil fuels in every state, and to get 100% renewable by 2030. I think they need to start reading the reports and the science, and there were scientists who once disputed all this data, and now they've all put this argument to rest. Climate change is a serious issue, and it's going to affect all of us.
I don't understand why they're saying things like whether you believe or not in climate change. It's science.
It's not an issue you can't believe and not in this. It's an issue that we all need to take care of.
Absolutely. Well, let's hope we can make that voice heard loud and truly today, and I'll do my best to take it back and tell them again, over and over again. Yeah.
It's Jackie. I'm here because activism works.
Hi, I'm Nadia. I live in Balingup in the southwest of WA, and here to support climate action. It's really important that science is telling us a very clear message, and our government is just not paying attention to the needs of our young generation. I'm a mum. My little man here needs to live in a world, in a country that is safe, where the air is clean to breathe, and that needs to take a higher priority than corporate profits and coal.
Hi,
Hi, my name's Victoria Coyne, and I'm here today to stand up for the climate and the environment and our animals and everything that is important to our children and our future. And it's just really nice to be here with all these people who really care and who care enough to take action. So I encourage you to do the same.
I'm here because I'm one of the generation that caused all this shit, and I have to apologise.
So I've spent a lot of my life overseas. I worked in West Africa for over 30 years. I have seen firsthand the degradation that is caused very often by multinationals who have terrible disregard for the damage they do, not only to the local environment, but to the local people. The fact that if we do not keep a proper human relationship with our environment, we will lose all our relationships. They will all eventually break down.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm an artist and relief teacher in Bunbury region, and I'm here today taking off work because I'm concerned about the future that we've all got to live in together.
Hey, my name's Brendan Kelly and this is Julian Barron. And we're here today because we care. We care about the universe. We care about the solar system. We care about the planet. What do you care about, Julian?
All of those things, but I'm also deeply concerned that our elected members, federal, state, whatever, are insufficiently driving this critical issue, which is going to affect us all profoundly, and more than that, affect the next generations to come in a devastating manner. And we just can't sit by and allow that to happen.
Hi, my name's Cassandra Heimers. I'm a relief teacher, specialising in art and media, and I'm down here to support this because if the estimates are correct, then we may not have a planet in a few years, and that would not be a nice thing, because I like living on the planet. Thank you.
Everyone put your hands in the air. I learnt a Dreamtime story about fear of the sky falling down. And we asked all the people to hold their hands up because the sky was going to fall down. And this Dreamtime story, there was nothing here but people first. So we had a job to do to hold the sky up because, buddy, the sky going to fall down. All of a sudden, a day went past. Arms are up. Next day, I want half your mob to put your arms down, please. You other half, keep up. Because you mob thought, you know what, I can't be bothered holding the sky up. I've got other things to do. I'm busy. This other lot was watching them lot. Thought, okay, if they're busy, I'm busy too. So half of this lot here, put your arms down. This other mob, these are our real greenies, you know. They're the ones here now that are concerned, but they're still thinking about, well, if they could put their hands down. 3 days by, yeah, I'm still a little bit busy, but I've got things to do. I can't worry about the sky falling down. So they all put their arms down. Then me being the thinker, thinking, oh, gee, I'm worried about this thing falling down. I asked the people to help me, they all busy, they can't be bothered. So I go and ask the kangaroos. So I called a big meeting of all the kangaroos. Now everyone put your hand in front like a kangaroo. Scratch your chest, this other side, scratch your nose, and Nick, put your ears up and listen. Because all you kangaroo people, the sky is going to fall down. And I want you to help us because them humans don't want to help us. Because they're busy, you know. So the little kangaroo tried to put his kangaroo arm up. And he couldn't. He tried, like a little kangaroo paw. We plant them in the gardens now. And he tried, he couldn't. So then I'm thinking, oh, well, they hopped off. See you later, Yonga. I saw an emu coming, old man emu, and I asked him to call up a big meeting of all the emu people. So they gathered in ANZAC Park here, and everyone put their arms up like an emu now. Look to the left, Beyonce, to the left, no, look to the right. Then we looked up and I told all the emus, hold your head up high to hold the sky up, because you've got no arms. So they did. Half a day in, emu's neck started getting stiff. Could you imagine emu walking around with a stiff neck? So all of a sudden they put their necks down and they said, we can't do this, brother. What do you want to do this for? The sky's going to fall down. Okay, emus took off. Emus went to waging, because emu in our Noongar language is wedge, and gin is foot, waging, see? Noongar language. They went up that way to waging. All of a sudden I called a meeting of all the birds, because the birds had nothing to land on. They were still flying around. So I thought, hey, if you flap all your wings, everyone flap their wings. We had magpies and crows and silly galahs and wedge-tailed eagles and all these birds flapping their wings to hold the sky up. All of a sudden they got tired and they landed on the ground. So then me being a smart man, I thought, I better go and see the old boss man, he's spirit man. I'll go and see him because this guy's going to fall down. And the people couldn't help us. Kangaroo couldn't, emu couldn't, the birds couldn't. So I went to see the old spirit man. We have a thing called Mabar Man and Ronnie, right throughout our Noongar nation, Aboriginal nation, right across Australia, we have this mythology dream time. And we asked the old spirit man, no one wants to help us. So the old spirit man said, okay, brother. He made a tree. And down in the southwest, he made the carry tree. Whoosh. Then he made the jarrah. Whoosh. Then he made the chewit, the marri, the paperbark, the peppy. All these trees to hold the bloody sky up. Because we couldn't be bothered, innit? Yet over the last 200 years, or maybe a little bit, you might call it progress. They're cutting down our trees. Nothing for the birds to land on. Nothing for the emu and kangaroo to have shelter. But all this stuff is very important because we're here today for the environment. Trying to save the chewit forest and Dale Sadly, development, they don't care about our environment. Us as Nyungamort, Ngamort, Krili, Nitchabuja, we come from here. And we are the, man, imagine if I was a greenie, I'd be dark green, innit? But it's getting our message out. We haven't been heard. From the past, early days of development, progress. We weren't a part of your progress. You had 2 steps forward, our mob took 2 steps back. Now the environment is calling for us. And if you keep pushing us back, the dark green people from this land that have all the courage and knowledge. But 2019, you want us here to talk now. But I think, look at this, you're all with us. Because we're with you. Ngan Jurpan Jenidan, Nitchaburdandi Buja, Nga Mort Kurling, Jurpan Nonok, Kurling Nitchabuja. We're happy that you are here today with our families, but looking after our land. And we call it Warlong. Warlong means healing. If we heal, the land heals, we all heal together. Thank you very much.
Almost every country on this planet is striking to tell the government and corporations that we, the people, are taking action on climate change.
What do we want? Climate action! When do we want it? Now! No more coal, gas or oil. When planet Earth is under attack, what do we do? Speak up! Okay. Climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die! Again, climate change is not a lie. Do not let our planet die! Planet's not profit. Stop poisoned water, air and waste.
Ban fracking in every state.
Water rise, hear our cries.
No more lies of business pies.
Kaya, I'm here representing the Southwest. I'm your Greens member in Parliament. I want to speak your voice in Parliament. I am absolutely delighted that the students are striking. We need to hear your voice. We need to hear it loud every day, any way you can. Make sure that your elected members hear you. Now, every chance you get to vote, make sure you vote for somebody who recognizes that climate change is science, it is here now, and we need to act now.
Yes.
Now, sometimes I get the feeling as people get onto this train, they realize that this is happening, they become overwhelmed. And all of you that are here now, I hope that you have moved on from that point. It's an overwhelming sense of dread of what can happen here if we don't act. But once you find out that your actions do matter, you do have a voice, you can make change, and we can fix this on this planet in your lifetimes. You need to act, and you need to act now. But what you also need to do is make sure you support those other people out there who feel overwhelmed, who feel that despair, who really don't believe that their voice, their actions matter, because they do. And I need to hear you, and everyone else in Parliament does need to hear you. So speak up, speak often, and as I do when I'm in Parliament talking about climate change and explaining things such as deliberative democracy to my fellow parliamentarians, or explaining things to them such as extinctions and what that means for the planet. When they mock me, when they yell out across the chamber, that makes me stronger. That makes me know I'm on the right track. That makes me know that I need to do more. So if anyone tries to tell you to stop, to hold back, to stay in school and not come out on a day like this, make that make you stronger. Let that make you stronger. Let that make you stand up and speak out. And what I get to do now, and I'm delighted to do this because I need to hear your voices, now is the time, the open mic time. This is when people who have something to say, may not have had something prepared, but really want to say, listen to me, I've got something to say, I want my voice heard. Because that's how we can make change, that's how we can act. Thank you.